and the winners keep on coming. West Virginia Public Broadcasting is our next group of people coming in. Gerald Davis, Chip Hitchcock. Guys, congratulations.
Congratulations.
And tell us a little bit about your documentary.
Well, our documentary is about Frank Kearns. He was a CBS correspondent for 20 years, big-time guy. He was on, I don't know, every night Walter Cronkite would name like the 5 or 6 biggest correspondents for CBS, and he was always one of them. And then something crazy happened toward the end of his life.
Yeah, he was the guy who was almost killed 114 times just doing his job. But he made it through and retired, and 5 years after he retired, CBS told Congress that he may have been CIA during the 1950s. He denied it all the way to his death in '86. But we set out to find out whether he was or wasn't.
And?
I think he was.
And I think he wasn't.
That's how it went.
Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Yeah. Jury's still out on it.
He's totally still out.
Now, I mean, what was one of the most interesting things you found out about him?
Well, how about Frank and the CIA? I mean, a lot of people came forward and said, oh, yeah, Frank was definitely CIA. And then other people came forward and said, oh, there's no way Frank could have been CIA. I mean, people were really emphatic one way or the other.
Yeah, there was really no middle ground, and we tried to play it pretty even-handedly, but, you know, people kept pushing us. Give us the answer, give us the answer. Interestingly enough, the CIA won't say.
But I will say the one thing that's most interesting for me as a journalist coming out of the 70s is that for me to work for the CIA and to be a journalist, that's like completely wrong. Nothing could be more wrong than that. But when Frank was perhaps CIA, it was right after World War II. It was during the 50s. It was the Cold War. Frank had been at Dachau. He had seen the horror of what can happen. And so for World War II vets, they looked at the world much differently than we do. And so they were patriots in a way that today we would consider, well, we're patriots by keeping the government in line. In the 50s, they were patriots by, supporting the government. It's sort of a different way of thing.
And probably the most shocking thing is that the friends that he had at the network, many of them who knew him very well, didn't want to sit and talk to us. Now, why do you think that is?
Yeah. Well, because they're the same way. I mean, now being with the CIA would be totally wrong, but in those days, being with the CIA was a patriotic thing to do. Yeah.
Very interesting. I know the guys at West Virginia Public Broadcasting, super excited for this Emmy win. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you very much.
Best of luck to you.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Enjoy your night. There we go. Getting tongue-tied.
Oh.
It's crazy. It's amazing. 2 hours has just flown by. So many exciting Emmy wins tonight. Folks, real quick, I want to throw the plug back out there for our Facebook and Twitter accounts. Follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/Ohio Valley Emmy. You can also follow us on Twitter. That's at Ohio Valley Emmy. You got a hashtag too, don't they?
Hashtag OVE, so don't forget to do that. And then if you want to send in your photos, correct, go to ohiovalleyemmy.smugmug.com.
Yep, and that's actually where we'll be putting the pictures up tonight of the award recipients. That's going to happen later on tonight. Obviously, we got to have the web here for our web stream, so we got to keep the bandwidth up. But now let's bring in the guys from the Post House once again. Coming back in. Congratulations. This is now 4.
Congrats. I have to say congrats to these guys here because I have worked with all of them.
Well, there you go.
I am so happy for you all.
Thank you. Thanks, brother.
And what a project too. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, really, it's kind of, I have to say, it's John's, babyest pet project he brought to the team, and I fell in love with it the moment I read it, and, it was really just an amazing opportunity for us to just kind of collectively work together and just do what we love to do.
Oh, and John, first nomination, first win as well.
Yeah, it's been kind of a big night for me. I got one for photography and one with these guys, and it's so great to just work with these two guys on a daily basis, and it's so much fun. And just seeing Changing Reels just keep exploding and exploding, like it's just doing so well in festivals, and it's such an honor to be up here today. So.
Well, I can tell you, I certainly miss working with you guys.
There you go. Now, it's the film is called Changing Reels. How can people at home take advantage and see this?
Right now, it's still on the festival circuit. Probably by the end of the year, it'll be available for anyone to watch online.
Very cool. Well, we look forward to seeing that for sure. Congratulations, guys!
Congratulations,
I know you're
guys.
super happy about this tonight. This is for the series, including photography, audio, and writing, and et cetera, et cetera. It's
so on and so on.
and so on and so on. They're probably going to get one for best dressed people here tonight. We'll make that a category, guys. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Best of luck to you.
Congratulations, you guys. All right, congrats.
Thank you.
All right.
Congratulations.
So good to see former colleagues.
Oh, it certainly
do
is.
Remarkable things like that. Congrats to them. Let's bring in the guys from WOSU,
WOSU.
from Columbus, Ohio.
Right.
Ben Bays and Sean Likely. Guys.
Come on down. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you very much.
Great to see you. And let's talk Emmy statue here now. If I read this correct, nostalgia program, Jesse Owens, Enduring Spirit. So, got an idea that this involves baseball. I'm not a sports guy, but you know.
Baseball.
Oh, baseball.
Well, it's
No.
Jesse Owens was a track.
That's
and
what I
field
thought. I was like, for
star
Ohio
in,
State, you know?
1930s.
I was thinking the other
I don't
guy.
know what he was thinking. It's been a long night for him.
That's who I was
Probably.
thinking. That is exactly who I was thinking.
Well, talk to us a little
I
bit
look
about,
forward to your letters.
about first of all, the inspiration behind this. You know, why this topic?
Well, it was his 75th anniversary from his winning the Olympics, and we were sort of using that as the bookends to tell the story, and so the Ohio State University was celebrating his historic achievement, the 1936 Olympics, and we wanted to tell the entire story. So we really just sort of jumped in and tried to figure out, what was the story behind this, this amazing moment in history. And we really found out it was really much more of an education for us as filmmakers, and it was one of those rare moments where the piece itself informed us. And,
Well, that's what I was thinking. You know, what was it, or was there, some kind of little point that, oh my gosh, you were like, I didn't know this. And I want to tell this.
I think, for both of us, and we talk about this a lot, he's really well known for the moment at the Olympics where when he got his medal, Hitler stood up and walked out of the stadium, and he was really hailed as an American hero. But then when he returned home to America, he still faced the racial segregations of 1930s America, and it was really interesting to see everyone in the country sort of hailing him as this as this hero, kind of putting a dagger in the heart of Aryan racism, and yet still had to endure the same thing when he came back home. He wasn't able to get a job. He wasn't able to do anything. People just wanted to sort of kind of attach themselves to his fame. And it was really interesting to see how, despite that the culture, he was able to rise above it. And what was really interesting was how the impact he made on the university and individuals much later in life.
Yeah, I think we were sitting around trying to come up with the title of it, and we're talking about how he was racing with a hurt back, and he beat all these world records, and he went and faced Nazi Germany, and there's all this stuff going on in the United States where it's like,
Can you
maybe
imagine
we
if he
shouldn't
didn't
go.
have a hurt back? How fast he might have been
Right,
going.
right. Bolt, right?
I know.
So we thrown around ideas, and we came up with Enduring Spirit.
Yeah.
And
I think that was Sean's idea.
it was. I was going to take credit for it. But after he came back, you think that's the end of the story, and that's where most people would leave it off as the sports story. And we carried it on through the trials and tribulations of his life, and then how he came back out on top through being a UN ambassador and working with the Ohio State University, and how he was able to be a role model and an enduring spirit in this racially divided country, kind of going through that. Like, he started it and kind of came through it. So it's a really powerful story.
It sounds like it. Your piece sounds pretty powerful in itself too.
I want to see the previous guys, Frank Kearns or whatever. That looked great.
I know. Well, you guys can switch.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much. Congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Congratulations. I see. It's because I'm from OU and not from OSU. That's what I'm going to blame that on. So there you go. Hi, Krista.
Hey, Gabe. I was wondering if I could receive your national Emmy microphone. Or I guess regional Emmy. Excuse me. What?
Regional.
You could.
Please,
You could.
May I take
Go ahead.
this
I'm
from
gonna
you?
tag out here. Actually.
Take a little time out, and then
I'm gonna go study up on Jesse Owens.
yeah, OSU.
And go read all the crazy tweets that people are like, okay, this guy doesn't.
Well, break.
All right.
All right, let's bring on our next Emmy Award winners.
Yep, we have Rick Green out here from DMN Networks.
Hi, stranger.
Yeah.
Hi there.
How are you?
I'm very good.
Good
How
to
are
see you.
Sorry
Ooh,
for me to get you
that's
without-
okay.
Yeah, don't let it just fall there. I mean, her cradling it like a baby.
They'll
maybe
make more.
Drop it, yeah.
They'll make more.
Tell us a little bit about your Emmy Award today.
The project is for an organization called Tyler's Light, which is a drug awareness program back in Columbus, started by Tyler Campbell's parents, Wayne and Christy Campbell, after Tyler passed away of a accidental drug overdose. Met them, found out these unbelievable stats. 5 people die every day in Ohio, just in Ohio, of an accidental drug overdose. And you mostly starts with prescription drugs, and then usually next step is heroin. And the reality is these people don't know how, a lot of them are these suburban kids who don't know how to take hard drugs like that, and they end up killing themselves. And so we wanted to use our abilities to bring awareness and education to the issue. So kind of a downer, but good for the program.
Well, I mean, very good information,
Absolutely.
to get out. For you, was there anything, personal at all, as you're doing something like this?
Absolutely. I have 2 kids. I have friends with kids, and I dragged my kids to all the Tyler's Light meetings, and I wanted them to see it and know it because it's happening, in schools, middle schools, and high schools, and colleges. And I wanted my kids to know this is the path. Just say no doesn't work anymore. Telling kids not to do something doesn't work. It just doesn't. But telling them what happens if you do does. And tens of thousands of kids have seen these videos so far, and we get feedback every day from kids, teachers, principals, adults, parents who say, thank you. My kid made a great choice because he saw these pieces.
And so they're circulating in the school systems?
They do. Wayne Campbell spearheads a program that goes out and talks to schools live, from classroom size to full gymnasiums full of kids. And I think he's had the videos in front of about 20,000 kids so far, and then countless others on the web through the social media programs that they've put out.
And so real quickly, too, let's say somebody, wants to see this, wants to bring it to their schools. How can they do that?
TylersLight.com. That's where they find all the information on how to get in contact with them and get the education out there.
Okay.
And
What
I
a
have-
positive message. Wow.
And I have to end on something nice,
Okay,
right?
absolutely.
I want to say hi to my kids, Jordan and Gunnar, who are watching with our friends Adam Kelly, Olivia, and Luke Wyant. And for them, you bet your bucket Tyler's Light won.
That's right. How old are your kids now?
16 and 12.
Oh, no.
That's how old we are.
No, that's how old you are.
That's right. Good point. Good point. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Rick.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.